on a Saturday night.
Yay.
Hi, Internet.
Please
July.
just kill me.
Well, and there goes one of our players.
That was quick.
Okay, so last time on a very special episode of D&D, I forgot everything. No, your DM knows what happened. So you guys dicked around in a library for a while. You got a map or a scroll that might take you further northward. You researched various things about Flint's artifact and Lucky's interest in the statue that you guys replaced with innards of fishmen. And Will learned about the terrain up north. Once you guys made it out of the library and started to head toward the palace because you had gotten an invitation with the Sultan since you were victors in the Chalice combat arena, you ran into the people that had picked up the statue you had replaced with innards of fishmen, and they weren't very happy about it, and you got into quite a row in the middle of the street. The crowd started to disperse as they did not want to be skewered or blasted with fire and lightning, and you summarily smashed or melted or whatever Flint's hammer did to that invisible guy.
Scooped him clean.
Yes, you removed a very large section of his torso, or her torso. I don't know. It was a weird wind creature. You decimated everybody who had shown up to try and put you in your place because you had fucked with somebody. You don't know who yet, but you have managed to keep one of them barely alive on the ground. But while that has been happening, a mysterious silver foxish stranger had shown up behind you, destroyed the invisible stalker that was harrying you guys that Flint had made visible with a trio of firebolts. And no, your branding smite made him visible. The old dude destroyed it with
firebolts and a center.
Oh yeah, the fucking Silver Fox Stranger killed the shit out of it.
And then all he had told you, or all he had shouted at you, Will, because he seemed very intent on you for some reason, was to brand you as an assassin and a thief.
Lovely.
Wait, hang on, assassin and a thief?
Yes, those were the two words he shouted at the end of our session.
That was the very last thing we heard.
Well, I'm a ranger. Does he not see my ranger hat or my ranger badge?
Oh, he hasn't looked at your class spec yet. He hasn't hit inspect.
It doesn't show my class and my level right above my head. It doesn't say Will Windrider level 6 ranger.
That's actually customizable per user.
Okay.
So he didn't turn that on.
Damn it. Can I force it? Can I like master setting?
God damn it.
So,
I'm gonna take some bad joke damage here in a second.
yeah, I mean, wait for it.
Your crickets.
All right. Okay. So where do we pick up then?
We pick up when I finally stopped setting up my audio here because
Okay.
I jumped in after getting coffee and killing a spider.
When I finally
Go ahead and
lose
start the
all
stream. I'm ready,
sanity
he
points.
Yeah.
No, you're
When
good.
I finally lose all sanity points, like this is Call of Cthulhu.
You're the Call of Cthulhu.
Whoa. Whoa.
That is the weirdest insult I've heard all day.
You know what?
All right, hold up.
Yeah.
Apparently my audio just like freaked the hell out, so I'm gonna reopen that. I think I was trying to play a file from the wrong location. La la la.
You sound fine. We just don't hear anything else.
Yeah, no, I saw a little window on my screen over here just freaking out.
I sound
there
like
it
I've
is.
been dying, which I guess is normal.
Yeah, I say that's like it for like how long now?
That's the normal for me.
Ouch.
You know it's bad when.
All right, there we go. Let's see if I can do this again.
Wow,
Nope.
why are all my macros incorrect?
Oh, that's right. Hey, there we go. No, I closed it. No, I was supposed to minimize it. Wow, everyone is seeing this live. I love it so much.
Don't worry.
All your professional GM needs, contact Brandon.
Yep.
All your professional needs.
So,
Want
here's
your
how
game
you
to run
handle
smooth
failing
without a hitch.
in the middle of
800.
combat. Ugh.
I lost your 1-800 number, Brandon. What was it again?
It was a 900 number, and you stopped paying for it, so I turned it off.
Just like that music he started.
I think the music turned itself on.
The music ran screaming.
Yeah.
They already knew it was copyrighted, so they hit it quick.
They're just gonna mute me. Okay, I think yep, okay, good. So, Avarice, for the record, you have been heading back towards the royal quarter at the north end of Nisthay after taking a long rest in the inn off towards a general non-named area of the city in the north that's like the middle class
Hey, not trying to
habitats.
interrupt you, but that music's pretty loud versus your volume.
Oh. Is that better?
There we go.
Oh,
That's
there we go. Yeah.
Cool.
I couldn't really
Sorry.
tell because the fan.
And the dying.
I can't hear anything, but anyway.
go on.
Yes, Avarice, you were taking a longer rest back at the inn, trying to heal your sword, helping it mend from the battle in the arena, where it took almost all of its hit points in damage, by the way. But still showed up and was a winner and had a great attitude during combat.
As always.
Yeah, it really enjoyed skewering some trolls. As I drink some coffee. So you have been trying to head back towards the palace because you were there with the rest of the crew when you were invited to the Sultan's estate for a dinner as victors in the arena. You have noticed a tide of general milling about crowd starting to run away from a direction, which something in the back of your mind makes you think, I think the rest of my party might be in the other direction from where they're running.
As usual.
So you are making your way towards where this is happening, but you aren't there yet.
Of course, where the insanity is where my party is.
As I open the map bigger. So as we come back...
That's just how that song is. I'm answering his chat and Ted's chat.
I don't see levels gaining that much in voice meter.
Like right now, I can hear it getting louder again, sounds like to me, versus your volume.
I don't have any auto-ducking going on, so I think it's probably just the song.
Yeah, that song is literally just that way. It has rises and lowering.
Do you want me to switch to the one that mutes your Twitch stream?
I was just letting you know I didn't, because you said you changed some stuff with audio. It's like, oh, it's not going to blast all of a sudden loud. It's just going to gently creep up this time.
No, as far as I know, whatever settings I have for all of the audio inputs should just stay stagnant. So if the song gets quiet, that's just the song.
Yeah, just let it be. That's how the song is. I used to listen to a bunch of these songs.
This was his jam, yo. Anyway, as we get back to combat.
Important things.
The armored stranger with the bizarre sword that has scales growing up the first third of the blade, weird, like, drips of, like, electric green coming off of it, races towards you, Will, through the rest of his movement. And as I completely stagnate the narration because I can't find his stats.
Yeah, no, he's actually
Woo!
Like me.
he tickles me. He says, "Just kidding." Gucci, 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 goo.
Would you like a new sword?
I get 4 swords? I mean, I've kind of technically adopted Avarice. Don't tell him I said that.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I jest, Avarice. I have my 2 swords. I only have 2 hands and 2 arms. How could I wield yet another sword?
God, this basically reminds me of like the 3.5 race that have multiple hands extra. You just like fucking triple wield.
I was just thinking about that one viewer, like on my first or second stream, that was telling us about his character.
Oh, that was classic. I was so happy I was there for that.
Will's been practicing telekinesis so he can hold a 3rd sword.
Will, he unleashes a flurry of attacks towards you. So that's...
Sorry, I'm dying.
And Avarice dies.
Ouch.
So that's a hit.
Ouch.
Wow, that concentration check.
Oh, hey, that's my...
Just enough.
That's my hunter's mark.
Nice. And that's a hit.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hey,
and you still maintain concentration.
Ouch.
And you just hear, through the clashing of blades towards your torso, you just hear, "Give it back!" And that's the end of his turn.
Theo dies.
Theo keeps dying.
Theo re-dies. No, Theo stays unconscious on the ground, barely breathing. Blaskin, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
I love that that's literally just the solution to every single thing.
Earthbind.
Actually, Will cries out, "Hold person! Hold person!"
As the sword just keeps coming towards him. No, 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 no!
Why is there a hand on the street? What is that?
That was
That's
Lucky's
my
Earthbind.
Earth and Grasp.
Oh, okay.
Earth hand.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Grip.
I'm hoping later on that becomes a Big
Oh,
B's
it didn't-
hand, because
It
that
didn't
would be
cast it against
perfect.
him. I did that
Earth
wrong
fist.
somehow.
What, huh? What?
Big B
Yeah,
hand has
Drag it
like,
onto
most
the
fun stuff.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you're waiting for him to roll a save.
Nah,
Person is held.
Does that mean that I can disengage safely or no?
It means you also have advantage on attacks, and they're automatically criticals.
Yeah.
yeah, as long as you're within 5 feet.
Okay.
So barrel stuff to fuck. You have to use to do something.
That's it for me.
Cool.
My turn's over.
So-
I gotta hit the thing here. I
Yeah.
got the map in the way.
Yep.
He,
Turn complete.
he stops moving in the middle of his series of attacks towards Will.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm gonna go get myself a drink of water.
Sure.
Die in a corner or something. I don't know.
Owl!
Oh,
What's Owl
gonna,
doing?
Like, go hover around Will.
thank you.
As Will bleeds out on the pavement.
Oh, I also have to. Did it? Okay. Okay, there we go. I had to make sure I used up a spell slot.
So, hang on. A quick question about the whole person. Is
Yeah.
he unable to make an attack of opportunity if I try to disengage him?
He can't do anything.
He is
can't
literally
do-
paralyzed.
Anything
You sh-
until he breaks.
You should
the
be able to
hold.
drag the effect onto him.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'll drop it on him. That's fine.
Cool.
It's
Because,
paralyzed?
Will is going to need to
Look under his spell.
a little bit.
That's not paralyzed.
Actually, what can Tony do?
Yeah, I'm back.
Let's see. What is Tony now?
Blaskin, hold person, got it. I'm just gonna drag this onto him. There we go. Yep, paralyzed.
Man, I want Will to get healed. Oh wait, hang on. Does
You can move. You can still attack and then move away.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the Spirit Guardian. Yeah, no, that makes sense. For the Spirit Guardians, for Tony, Spirit Guardians is
Centered on her.
What do I have? Oh, fucking spiritual weapon. No, there it is.
It's still up.
It's a bonus. Everything that it did. Does that count as her action?
Its attack is a bonus.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
Lucky, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm looking for my effect.
No worries.
Because I believe he automatically fails, though.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Auto fail.
A death save. Yeah. That would do it.
So the
If I
hand
was
reaches
here-
out and just grabs him. And, yeah, I'll...
If I was here, this would be real bad.
Technically, that should be auto crit, shouldn't it?
It's within 5 feet.
What's doing damage?
The hand, I'm crushing him.
The way
I've got
the way
paralyze on him.
yeah, the way paralyzed, it's not going to work with this hand because of it the way it is.
Yeah, because it doesn't have an attack roll.
But yeah, it has to have an attack roll, I think, to do that though.
Okay,
So
I'll
there's,
just double
there's
it.
the extra damage.
Okay, so an extra 9. That's all 4
Well,
and
I
5,
think
right?
only attack rolls could crit.
There we go.
What?
Will rolls
Oh,
a
yeah.
concentration.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know.
I don't know, because I was like, where's my stuff that I dropped? And all of a sudden, there was lag in the chat there.
Ah. Oh, it applied it to Will? No, you're not hurt. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened.
It don't matter.
There was a little hiccup there. Okay, so that's my turn. Or hang on, I'm gonna. I want to back up just a little bit. What this dude.
All right, you move up. It becomes Flint's turn. You still have water breathing.
Yay!
Sure do.
Says combat.
Yeah, I did that when we started the day. Remember?
Mm-hmm. It's been amusing me the whole time. Someone's just gonna go jump in a horse drop just to try it out.
Flint, no, it's his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking.
Okay.
He's got that
I couldn't hear the gears turn.
dwarf thinking face.
There's not a lot. I mean,
Whoa.
I literally, like, the grid wouldn't let me not be on top of him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because we're locked the
Flint.
grid.
Flint to the rescue.
I have no spell slots.
So you got yourself a hammer.
I'm gonna do some booping of the snoot. Alright. Do I have him targeted? I don't think I have him targeted.
No, you don't. You're still targeting Theo.
I should hack
I
out
should
a
not
lung every time you
target.
hit someone.
Thank you.
There you go.
He's gonna be
Oh,
getting
nope,
a lot
now
tonight.
no targets.
There we
There
go.
you go.
I'm our voice acting for people getting hit.
Nice.
Alright.
That is a square hit on the fair stranger there.
As far as we know, he's an enemy too.
I'm re-rolling that one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sick.
What? No.
You sure did.
You re-rolled that one. 2
Come on!
Oh,
Every single time!
you're wielding a magic weapon, you motherfucker. Okay.
I'm gonna attack again.
Mm-hmm. That's another hit.
Those should be crits too.
What? I've got the effect on him.
If this thing don't understand how that effect works.
They should. It did it the other
Re-rolling that
night when I had
one!
it. Look at your thing.
Dice, come back.
Paralyzed.
There we go.
Okay, so you get 2 more points of damage there.
Yeah, that should be critting. You
Wait, why
should
would
probably roll your dice.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is it a crit?
It's an effect
Because
of
he's
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Oh.
You're within 5 feet.
Yeah. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
If it uses an attack roll, that's the funny thing about critical hits. You can't attack with saves. You can't crit with saves.
Alright.
I mean, I dragged paralyzed off the
Right.
effect chart.
Okay, so what you can do, if it's not doing it for whatever reason, if you open up in the upper right corner, the plus-minus sign is modifiers.
Mhm.
There's a button that says critical. You can click critical before you roll your damage.
Yeah, I guess that could
Oh.
cheat.
Flint, roll
Damage 2 more times.
2d6.
Can I just roll the weapon damage again?
Yeah.
Or
Not
Yeah,
your
the-
strength doesn't add in.
Well, wait.
Just
so
roll,
your crit
just
would
roll
just
the base die.
wait. Your crit should just double dice damage. So
Right.
he should take an additional 6 and an additional 8.
Oh, we're doing you don't roll more dice, you just double the damage thing.
I mean, that's what crit means. You double dice.
The dice, not the damage number. Like
Yeah,
if you roll
you doubled
6,
the
it's
dice.
not 12. It's you roll 4 dice instead of 2 dice. He just needs to roll
Wait,
2
what?
more 6-siders.
I thought I just
Yeah.
doubled whatever came in on your dice.
No.
Nope.
If you'll watch when it does an actual critical, it'll have 2 of the dice are black like his, the other 2 will be green.
And it rolls more dice. You just double the amount of dice you roll at
Okay.
a critical.
Flint, roll me 4d6.
Here, remove that 11, click the critical button, and I'll show you how it works.
Remove 11.
Yeah, give him 11 hit points back.
Okay.
Then Flint, open up your modifiers, click the critical button, and then roll your damage.
open my modifiers.
The
Yeah,
plus minus
upper-
icon in the top right.
Yeah.
Of what?
In the Fantasy Grounds window, where all the tiny icons are, top right, there's one that is a plus/minus.
Oh, okay. I see.
If you click that, you'll get like 6 different buttons. One of them says critical. If you turn that on and then roll your damage, it'll apply it as a critical damage.
So am I rolling weapon damage again?
Yeah,
Mhm.
just click that and then roll your weapon.
Brah.
Now, see how
Hey,
it
no
had-
ones.
Now 2 of them are green. Those are the critical dice that were
Mhm.
added.
Oh, interesting. So I've
Yeah.
played before where you just double whatever you rolled.
Older editions, yeah, it just you rolled your dice, multiplied by 2, then applied your modifier. Some
There's
GMs would have
something-
double modifier also.
Yeah, I will say there's a certain enjoyment of seeing that many dice roll when it rolls double.
That's when you have a rogue and a smite build. You wait for that critical, and then you re-smite the hell out of it.
No.
No, that's when you have Sore Lock and you get really late.
All right, so you have successfully hammered this stranger twice.
Oh no, correct it.
That poor-
Assassin Rogue.
I hammered him twice. He already knows how I feel about him.
Yeah.
If he wants to be friends, he has wasted his opportunity.
You didn't roll your
If he
damage
wants
for
to be
your
friends
second
at this
attack,
point,
though.
he can't speak
Oh,
anyway.
did we give him?
Oh,
did we-
yeah, roll an additional 2d6. Just, I gotta keep this clean.
Yes.
Aw.
Just roll.
I'll add it to his damage.
Yeah. I hope this guy wasn't planning on surrendering after he took a certain amount of damage, because he literally cannot speak.
This guy's about to get killed.
Yeah.
Well, the bad thing is, while he attacked what we were attacking, we don't know if maybe that, hey, he missed trying to hit one of us and hit his own guys or something. And then he's calling assassins and attacking us, so he's just part of this whole scenario.
Oh, he's
Hey-
attacking us.
hey, man,
as
in the
far
middle
as
of
life
combat-
is concerned.
In the middle
Will,
of
it's your
combat, I
turn.
specifically
Alright.
looked back and asked him if he was a friend or foe, and then now he has decided he wants to kill Will.
Yeah,
So,
there's literally no.
You can find out with a speak with dead.
So what was it that he said? He said give it back, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what he said to me.
Thief and assassin.
During our exchange, as we lock blades and he makes his attacks against me, I say, I say confused. Give what back?
Well,
He stares you down coldly.
So first of all,
Because he
I am
can't move
going-
his eyes.
I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto him.
Will, roll me a perception check.
perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Perception check. Whoops. That's okay. I was gonna roll in the tower, but whoops.
Yeah,
fine.
well.
You hit the DC.
Oh, nice.
You feel an intense vibration coming from Red Dawn. It's just like there's this humming that's like going up your right arm, straight from the pommel.
Huh. Well then, I am going to attack him.
Go for it.
So first of all, Red Dawn.
Yep.
Okay. And
You need-
then
You didn't apply the crit first.
Okay, what do I do now?
Remove
Just roll
certain-
2Ds.
Either roll. Yeah,
Roll
2d6.
2d6. I'll add it.
Roll 2d6. Okay.
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 it
So
takes
this
3.
time, I'm gonna roll this. So I hit
That's
something.
another hit.
I apply critical.
Yeah, go up to your modifiers, turn
Okay.
on crit, and then roll your damage. Blah.
Okay. And then
That's also
critical
a hit.
again.
Yeah, his AC sucks.
Look at
Oh, I
those
didn't give him
ones.
fucking armor.
You don't
Okay.
give him armor.
Uh
God. No wonder you guys are hitting him like crazy.
So
And
he's like an
then-
AC 10 or something.
oh. Okay. So
Ah!
now I also
So watch
have-
it happen, Death.
I hit him at 23 and 25. That
Yeah,
seems
no, you
alright.
you were fine. You were fine. 15s should not be hitting him. Oh my god.
So my quick.
I mean, it's not like he was going to be able to fight back much anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna retcon that out,
Let me look at your hits real quick.
because I hit him for 15. What was the other one? I hit him for 23, and I hit for 26.
Okay, let me look at the items and armor real quick because
Yeah, go
that
for
is
it.
such a noob mistake. I'm
And
sorry,
then-
guys.
For real quick, for Hunter's Mark was already applied, right? Is that applied to one of my first attacks?
Is it on him?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, he's marked.
Okay. So did that 6 already get thrown in there? I'm assuming that was that first one, right? That was that pink.
The purple one's your hunter's
Okay.
mark, and then the green.
Sorry,
on the
his
side
AC
the
is
extra.
20.
Okay. So you can remove that 13, the 13 damage I did then.
Okay.
But okay, so Hunter's Mark already applied, but I also get to apply Colossus Slayer.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Okay.
it's funny. The Colossus Slayer would have been
Critical as
also
well.
critical.
Oh, should it have been critical?
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
by the
Attack
way, that-
15. Okay, so
No,
the
'cause
first
Colossus
attack.
Slayer, I don't roll an attack. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah. It's
Oh, wow.
attached to your hit.
Yeah. Red Dawn hit.
That's true.
Also,
23,
that
Whispering Knight
that-
hit, and then the third attack did not.
Okay.
But by the way, that 4 probably should be removed. That's technically it trying to do the hets again. I'm not hets, that Hunter's Mark.
Doesn't Hunter's Mark increase damage on all attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's part of the same attack. That is the
Oh,
Colossus Slayer's
right.
attack.
Because Colossus Slayer's additional damage. but
And that
not-
also should be crit damage, so it should roll another D6.
D8.
Yeah, D8. Yeah.
So roll another
Sure.
D8.
Yep, give me a D8. Okay, so that is. Yeah, 4. Okay.
Okay. God damn, I need to fucking figure out. So again, he is still restrained. Yeah, he's restrained. Okay.
Yeah, attacking him doesn't break him out of hold person.
Good. Good. I've taken some.
That would kind of defeat the purpose of Hold Person.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, Earthen Grasp lets you guys kill anybody I have made.
That's the description of the
So
spell.
the
They
Earthen
just
Grasp.
die.
I'm
Compelled duel ends as soon as one of the dudes in the duel get hurt. So
I'm gonna back the hell up then. Because
Sure.
he has got my name. Sure.
Sure, got it.
And I'm just gonna get close enough because I'm gonna then hope that Tony miraculously heals me. Oh my god, look, I'm controlling Tony.
And you can bonus action to attack with a spiritual weapon.
I can, oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. Is it Cure Wounds is the good one?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do some Cure Wounds real quick. Holy shit. Oh, actually, Flint needs to get it too. What's a good heal? Okay, hang on. Is a healing word that I can do to multiple people?
No, what you do is you can cure wounds as an action on one of you, and then use healing word as. No, actually, no 2 spells.
Right.
Then,
So-
yeah, you just choose one of you. 'Cause
You don't have a good AoE heal unless you have mass healing word or.
And that's 5th level. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, well, I can do it at 3rd. I can do mass healing word at 3rd level.
Oh, yeah, I forgot mass healing word's lower. Yeah, I mean, if you want
But
to.
it heals for like.
Pittance.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's bad.
Okay, she's gonna heal Will first.
That's so nice of her. It's like she really likes Will.
Yeah. Well, it's like Will may have just gotten fucking shit kicked out of him.
Yay!
Okay, so it's gonna be 3rd level, so it's 1d8. No, it's 3d8.
3d8
How do I?
plus mod.
So you can make a different version of the spell that has a higher dice roll, if you want.
Yeah, I'm doing
Just
that.
add a new effect to the spell.
Yeah, casting in this, I hope Unity makes it easier. That would be nice.
Oh no,
It's not that much effort to make the other versions of it, just for cleanliness, but I mean, if nothing else, you can always just
Right.
drop the friggin' dice in the tray.
Yeah.
It's what everyone else does around a table anyway.
I would add an action. No, that's not. Okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do that. So it's
Just
3d8 the heal, and then I'm just gonna
Undo it.
Roll the dice.
So the attack roll on your spiritual weapon should be there already, so you can do the d20 roll against your target.
okay. So I go to spiritual weapon, attack. That.
Miss.
Should be
Oh
at
wait, sorry, that was an attack at will, but it doesn't matter because it would have missed.
Advantage.
Oh yeah, try it again.
Okay, there, I'll do it again.
Oh well, now it gets to double roll.
Oops.
Dropped 7.
So, re-roll again.
Just re-roll
that way it's
without
fresh.
advantage.
You dropped one, you miss, and you dropped one, you hit.
What you can do is you can click disadvantage just to cancel out the advantage it's going to get for targeting him.
Just do a fresh attack roll.
It's almost as if we've never played this game before.
Okay, fresh attack roll
Hi everybody. We don't know
Without-
what Dungeons and Dragons is.
without pressing advantage or disadvantage.
Just roll a new attack roll. Please.
Okay.
All right, that hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, should that have
So
been a
that
crit?
would have been. It's okay. I'll just add 2.
I keep fucking up.
What sucks is it should automatically be applying that. I don't know why it's not.
Yeah, I don't know why Paralyze is failing right now.
All right.
I can understand why it isn't working for the.
Hey,
spiritual
just
weapon.
real quick, change it to a lowercase p.
I mean, I dragged it off the effect list, but sure. One
But
sec.
if it was
Um,
mistyped on the effect list,
Why would it? Nothing else is lowercase.
I mean, poison, blood.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Those are, but
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
right.
it's lowercase now, but
hang on. Let me test it real quick.
No.
Nope, didn't work.
hey.
Okay.
Now I have to do math.
I told you I was testing it.
109 minus 12. No, that's too many digits.
How much damage? did you do to this
Calculator.
guy? Holy shit.
There we go.
well, you know why? Because you should have incapacitated on him also.
Oh, wait, really? Let me go back to Blaskin's spell. Hold person only has one effect. And it's paralyzed.
A paralyzed creature is incapacitated. I'm just saying that's just saying that he can't take actions or reactions, but that should be on there as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter since you can manually just kind of do that one.
Wait,
paralyzed condition should put it on there, all of it, but
the target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. It doesn't say incapacitated.
Okay, that's part of the paralyzed.
That's part of the paralyzed. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You're doing that manually. It doesn't really. By the way, the whole person spell should have an effect that he could apply straight from the spell.
I did. I dragged it off.
I put another one on there straight off the effects, not the spell itself. Let's see if that's different.
Okay. Whatever.
Huh. Okay. It's gonna double.
His turn.
He's gonna take like quad. Okay.
He gets to save versus whole person.
At the end of their turn, sadly, for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me check something. I rolled a dice, now I need to look at a number. Let's see, Flint. Let's see
Yes.
if you notice this. Actually, let me pull the whole party sheet. Just because it's easier that way. Nope. Blaskin!
Yes, that's me.
That's you.
Am I turn?
You see the bizarre stranger's eyes kind of change from an intense glare that they were frozen in. They kind of crack and change to like the eyebrows lift and peel away, and he looks shocked and in awe almost. And then you all watch as a bizarre electric energy pulses like from his heart, like the core of his torso, out through the right side of his torso, down his arm, and through the blade, and it just kind of, there's this very localized pulse of wave energy that flows off of the blade, and he shakes back to, like, his body is mobile.
Cool.
And he looks back towards Will. And he gets a chance to say, William? Are you William?
And I crush his head.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then he gets hit by a random arrow from somewhere else. I hope that doesn't happen now.
Well, my character's heard none of this in a few years.
Uh-oh.
Is William gonna answer him or not?
Am I allowed to answer right now?
6 seconds around him monologuing, he dies.
Yep.
It's Blaskin's turn.
That's what he sounds like.
You're the
that he
one
said
that caught
something, I'm over
his...
here like call lightning and just kill him. No.
Blaskin, you're the one that caught his facial change and his pulse. Okay, Flint was also right in front of him, so he saw the change in demeanor and the weird like breaking of the hold on him, which also broke the girth and grass. By the way, he used an action to clear the holds. So he's clear of whatever you guys were holding on to him with, but he's right there. He's not attacking anybody, but he called out specifically to Will. And
Wait, did
you
Will
were the first
kill
one
her?
to catch his... What?
Wait, he called out or he whispered?
He did not whisper. I mean,
Okay.
you guys are like in
It was all
intense
ASMR.
adrenaline-fueled combat. Well... He just tapped on his blade. Alright, so Q Blaskin. Kill him.
I'm probably not gonna kill him if I saw him like stop myrtleizing everybody.
You rolled the best perception check in the entire team, so that's why you caught the change in his demeanor.
Yeah.
And then the magical effect that he pulled out.
Yeah. I'll let's see. Yeah, let's do the ironic thing after I had my little episode. I'm gonna call out to everybody, be like, "Whoa! I don't think this guy's one of them. I think we should all just calm down and open a dialogue."
Calling.
His eyes.
A dialogue is what he calls a lightning storm.
Joke's on you. I'm gonna cast Sleet Storm.
I'm gonna cast Salt Storm.
Avarice, you should be in here now.
Other than that, I'm gonna hold my actions.
Let's see. Let me find you. Drag you back in here. Nope.
Put your heart condition.
Now it's the owl's turn. The owl attacks. The owl deals exactly 1 damage and kills him.
The owl starts harrying him to give advantage to whoever attacks next.
Avarice, roll me an initiative roll.
Okay. Yeah, I joined up at the end.
Welcome back from last month.
Yep.
There you go.
Hey, I have been viciously ill recently.
Yep, I'm glad you're not dead.
Don't die.
By all rights, my lungs are fucked.
Wait a minute. Lucky, why do you have Avarice's icon?
Dude.
That's a fucking bug.
Oh, I dragged it onto you. God damn
Thanks.
it. Let's see
Thanks
if I
a lot.
can...
I was gonna say.
There we go.
That's better.
There.
No clue.
I cast Alter Self.
I was the Iron Man?
Jesus.
Oh god. Jesus.
Stop making me laugh.
No.
Tonight's
Fine.
anti-SMR is brought to you by Avarice.
Hi, Internet.
Oh, I just realized
so
that
Owl's turn is done?
Yeah, he just flew in to give us the help actions for advantage.
I just realized that Will changed his favorite enemies to constructs. I probably didn't help that.
I don't think he went through with
Okay,
No,
now,
I-
did
no,
I
it's
notice
not.
this
Oh,
dude's
okay.
mannerism change or anything?
What was that?
Let's look at... No, you did not. But you, Blaskin did get to go before you and called out, hey, let's... Whoa.
Well, he's grabbed again, but I'm not doing damage. Because
Alright.
Blasting called out, so I'm okay, but it's still like, no, I'm going to grab this dude.
Yep, okay, so he burst out of the earthen grasp, like you saw a weird pulse of energy just break everything around him, and his physicality came back to him, like you saw the normal movement instead of the hold person state, and then the first thing you did was pull the grasp right back around him.
Yep. Like he broke its fingers loose, and then I just grabbed his, around his leg again.
Yep, so he's back. No, wait!
Hold it right there. Flint, you're good.
I'm not killing anybody else today.
All right.
Will, it's your turn.
I guess I reapproach him. Now I come back. I healed, and I stare this man in the eyes, and I look for any sense of, do I recognize him at all?
Roll a perception check. Or, roll a history check.
Oh fuck! That is something that I do not have any bonus at.
All right. I'm not going to screen cap it, but he rolled a natural 20.
Yes.
Only one you'll get tonight.
Ever.
Everything else is gonna be shit.
Welcome to my life, unless I'm rolling damage. I can't. I pass like no other checks unless I get a reroll from
God
from Lucky. But if I don't get a reroll from Lucky, I don't pass anything except damage. I'm a character.
Help you right
who's
now
just
unless
trying
it's a
to be-
1.
The character is just trying to be a
Don't
nice guy,
worry.
but when it comes to murdering people, I'm an expert.
Yeah. Not everybody could be as expert at killing people as Tim.
Something catches the back of your memory, Will, and it's very annoying, and it's not close. It's like when you can't think of the word that's on the tip of your tongue. But you recognize the face, the specifics of like the eye region and the nose brow. You recognize something about the mannerisms in this individual's face. Like, you haven't seen it before, but something in you thinks maybe you have. That's as close as you can get.
Okay.
With a natural 20, you motherfucker.
I look him up and down. I remember everything you've just said to me. I just say to him, "My name is Will. Who are you?"
Okay.
And then Tony is gonna
Kills him.
Yep. Tony is gonna come up here and she's gonna give Flint. You know what? Yeah, no, she doesn't really necessarily know what's going on, so she's gonna go ahead and give some healing.
Yeah.
God, she's almost out of spell slots. Fuck.
Yeah,
Welcome
big
to the
mood.
party.
Relatable.
I'm so glad you're the first person to
Everyone
use your
else
spell
is like, yeah,
slots.
spell slots.
Flint, I'm sorry, bud. You're only getting a level 1 heal.
Oh no.
I have to do them for her.
Oh, hey, you know what? You got max heals.
Damn. Nice
Take
heal.
those.
All right. Now it's
Laskin
Avarice's
back
turn.
there in the corner. Avarice, you are right there on the edge. So you have pushed through a crowd that is running away from everything. And as you come into the clearing of the space, you see like brief discussion happening between a unique individual and the rest of the crew that you're used to. There is an earthen hand holding this character, but the rest of your party doesn't seem to be attacking it right now. They seem to be discussing with it. And Tim is in your scabbard, fully healed.
The first thing I will call out is, what in Mordred's Forge is going on over here?
And no one will respond because they need their turn.
And he'll move forward.
Sure, give me a movement. Are you up to 35? Okay.
25.
Yeah, because of my 35, because of my 10-foot movement increase from my
He took a
basic.
feat
Not the feat, it's the
ability.
Warlock. Get me even on square because it kind of bugged my OCD.
Bloop.
I mean, technically it would be 1-4, but I don't give a shit.
Bloop.
Bleep blurp.
Yeah, one of my things is armor movement, which is basically Warlock Invocation.
Yep, you're fine. So you're there. Do you get to do anything else with your turn? Like kill people or
Get ready to
Kill me.
kill people.
Kill me. Do it.
I'll get ready to kill people.
Okay, so you guys see the bizarre animated armor surrounding a small, slight dwarf charge through the open space on the rocky cobblestone road and just catch back up with the rest of the crew like, what the hell, guys?
What do heck?
Is that the rest of your turn, Everest?
Yeah, forget that.
Oh, you died! Stop dying! Oh my god!
Jesus, mute your mic, dude.
I'm sorry.
Cough away from the mic.
Cough into a trash can or a sink or toilet or something. Get the phlegm out of
Did
you.
you talk to cough into your elbow?
Get it out of your system.
The thing is, you keep making me laugh, like, and it's making me cough myself to death.
Do you have like a boom mic from your headset?
Yep.
Oh man.
I'm
Okay.
setting myself to push to talk.
Good idea. I'm sorry we're making you laugh so much. Please drink as much water as you need. All right. So it comes back around to Silver Fox Stranger's turn, who has gone from red
Enemy.
to yellow.
Enemy Uno.
Chad's like, man, that coronavirus sucks.
Hi, chat. That's awesome.
Oh, I'm not in chat tonight. Why am I not in chat?
You're a
anyway?
dick.
Exactly.
Because you're an egghead.
Hang on. Hey, Dr. Eggman?
Right. So the armored stranger still grasped in this bizarre, like, conglomerate fist of cobblestones and grass and moss and earth, tries to wriggle just a little bit out between some of the earthen fingers and looks at you, Will, and says, I didn't notice it before. I'm sorry. You're James's son. That's about as much as he can get out in 6 seconds.
Okay. That
Do we
makes
want
sense.
to keep combat rounds, or does it seem to everybody's calm?
Yeah, are we...
It's so Blaskin would be the next to discern if we're still keeping.
Call lightning. No.
Theo's unconscious, so it comes back to Blaskin at this
We
point.
can't let Will learn the truth.
Well, I know Lucky's the only one that doesn't know for sure, I think, because everybody else noticed.
No,
Laskin's
everyone else
actually
didn't.
just gonna.
Wait,
Yeah, he's definitely gonna drop
does-
combat. He's just gonna
does
slump
Will-
against the wall and just be like, I need a minute. I have holes in my chest.
Here. Let me look back at the rolls.
I don't think Will...
You said that I did. I
So,
heard Blaskin
well-
say, "Hang on."
Yes, hold on, Lucky. You didn't notice the change in the demeanor of the individual. You did hear Blaskin say, "Wait, maybe we shouldn't."
Right.
and
That's
you
why I
have-
didn't attack. I just held. I just grabbed him instead of causing damage.
You have heard his reactions as well. This new stranger. I would say between the different elements that are or that you're picking up, you don't think they're still pressing an attack. Like the
crush him,
energy
let him
has
go,
completely. What was that?
I just looked to Will. I'm like, "You want me to crush him or let him go?"
Will you get a reaction to respond? 10 seconds. Go.
Don't crush him.
So let him go.
Yes.
Like he didn't say let go. Okay, yeah, I'll release concentration. And the earthen hand just kind of falls away to dust.
And you see he kind of shakes off the grip of the earth and the rock that was very uncomfortable. And you see a quick nod back to you, actually, Lucky. Just a quick kind of, not even thank you, just a nod.
Right. I guess at that point.
So if that falls through Lucky's turn, Flint, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, it'll take more than 6 seconds. But while they're talking, I have something I want to do.
Wait, what? Oh. It came back to you in the pulse of combat, so what was
Yes.
your next action?
Well, if they're just gonna keep talking, I'm gonna walk over to Theo, and that'll be my turn.
There you go.
I'm gonna leave him
I-
a letter.
I feel like we can drop combat.
Yes.
I don't think
okay.
anything's gonna happen.
In that case, we're just going to drop out of combat mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hand fades. The thing I can't grab. Nope, that's the map. I want to grab the token. There we go. Token. Okay. Whew. The owl is still flying around you, Will.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll land on Will. Or no, actually, it'll keep like a watchful eye. It's kind of hovering nearby.
Okay. But the stranger approaches you, and you, as he moves towards you, the very long blade. I mean, think Sephiroth long. Still in his hand, shrinks back, and the scales fall off, and the hilt becomes very calm and simple, and the cross guard is just straight silver again. Still has the bright green jewel in its pommel. Are you really the son of James Arconius?
I never knew my father.
Who was your mother?
Shit, what was her last name? Talia.
I'm such a bad
great.
child!
Oh my god.
It's Thalia Invalar.
Oh my god.
Do you know my mother?
Not very well. Ariel knew her much better. Oh my god. You see, like... You know that meme where there's a bunch of math happening in front of the poor person?
The woman?
This is
Yeah.
going off in front of his head right now in your space.
Holy shit. Physics equations. Do these even exist in this world?
Yes, physics still.
They're just runes and arcane symbols.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Magic, physics, whatever, same thing.
E equals MC squared just like floats through.
Energy
He
equals
snaps-
magic.
He snaps back out of a daze. You guys can all be doing whatever you want. Theo's unconscious on the street, by the way. Where have you been?
Around? I don't really know you all that well, and you just tried to kill me.
Oh my God! Yes, I'm sorry. He puts his heads over, or he puts his hands over his forehead, and just kind of wipes them down his face, and then, please, and he looks back to the rest of the crew. Oh my God! You all. Oh, what do we do about that poor, unfortunate, unconscious asshole on the street?
He's fine. Leave him.
I will write out a quick note.
Oh wait, are we gonna interrogate?
Theo's
Wait, hang
pocket.
on. Are we gonna interrogate him?
I mean, if you want to interrogate him on the way to...
I mean, I killed him. Like, I'm not gonna just leave him there.
Are you really having this conversation right now?
I figured there's
yeah.
still people screaming and running.
Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe we should like hang out in this alley or something. I'm sorry. You said you knew my father. You called me a thief. What's that all about?
Oh, maybe we should
okay.
have this conversation elsewhere before the gods get here.
Yeah, I have
Hold,
a lot of
hold.
questions.
All of you hold, and there is noise coming from the direction of everybody running away, and you see like 4 or 5 guardsmen approaching the circle that you're in.
I turn into a mouse.
Awesome! Blaskin disappears.
I'm not staying for this shit. You kidding me?
I knew I should have taken constructs as my new favorite enemy.
I'm out, dude.
The guardsmen immediately approach the periphery of your guys' area. Lucky, give me an investigation roll. Because you're going through the pockets of all the thugs that attacked you.
I need to slide a hand roll also.
No, there's this. I mean, yeah, you guys are fine. There's chaos and weirdness and okay. So based on that, you find and I will drop this in your inventory when I get a second. You find 1 potion of healing and total of like 76 gold pieces and 23 silver.
Are you putting them in there, or do I need to put those in there?
I'll drop them in. Let me make a note real quick.
Yeah, just
so I don't forget. Laptop, wake up. I'm using too many devices. What did I say? 76 silver? Or no, 76 gold.
Platinum.
What?
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 76 gold and... Oh man, I was pulling a number out of my ass. 23 silver. And a potion of healing. Alright, now it's canon.
Yay.
As the guards start to approach, they've got their high kind of pointed silvered helmets and the blue sash across. There's a spear like ready in their arm as they charge up to the chaos that everyone has been fleeing from. The stranger kind of turns around to some of them and holds up a bizarre emblem. It looks kind of like the thing you guys got from winning the chalice competition, like the little shield you get to show that has the scorpion on it. But it has 3 colored orbs in the center: a red one, a green one, and an amber one. And he holds it really high and points towards some of the approaching guards, and you just hear him shout out, "Hold! Official business! It's all right. We've cleaned it up." And it takes the guards a couple seconds. Like they're still taking it all in, and only one of them recognizes it first. The others are just still looking around and glancing to each other. And then you see the one that kind of conned the situation stand up with more relaxed posture and calms down, like, "Right, sorry. Glad you took care of it. Do we need to do anything else?" "No, we're all right. I've got it well in hand. Please, tend to the crowd who was probably scared." "All right. You heard the man. Move about." And they start to disperse. He turns back to you, Will. "I'm so sorry. And I'm so thankful. And God, I don't know what I'm feeling. Oh my God. Will, you don't remember me. God, you were barely born when I saw you. But I gave you that one red Parthen apple."
God damn it.
That's where the fetish started.
You gave me my first apple?
You loved it. You couldn't eat it, of course. You didn't have any teeth. Oh my... Oh. As he like wipes his hand across his hair, because I'm not at the table with you guys.
For some reason, I'm
believe-
reminded of every time Blaskin has had like a facial expression, he just says them out loud.
This is the most important man I've ever met in my entire life. Save for my father.
You... Oh my God. You need to... You all need to come back with me. What are you gonna do with that poor fucker on the street?
Can we bring him with us?
Wait, what was going on here? Why are you here?
I will. Flint's gonna interject. And he's gonna be like, "We may have sold him some bad merch, and he came to collect."
Actually, the authorities probably want this man. I think it's part of some cult.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna simplify this very quickly. That dwarf there, I point at Flint. His name is Flint. We're here to take him home because something happened to his home up north. On our way here, we were carrying cargo for the employer of the man who is, and I point at Theo, that man over there. and the cargo was really bad, so we broke it, but we still gave.
I start coughing really loud at this point, trying to like very obviously overly loud as Will's starting to say what we did. I'm like, there might be some eyes and ears around here we don't really want to know about it.
And long story short, I don't know why he's here, but I'd like to ask him. And also, we're here to help him. I point at Flint again. Oh, and we're going to meet the Sultan. So, yeah, we won a chalice or something.
Yes, I saw that part. That makes sense, and you should probably go talk to Iman. He's a fairly resourceful individual. The mechanical rodent over there?
Oh, yeah, that's another one of my friends. Hey, Blaskin. I wave at Blaskin. Come on
I'll
over.
stand up on my hind legs and wave back.
My owl swoops down and eats him.
No, is he too heavy to ride on the owl? I want that.
Thus ends Blaskin.
He's a druid. He transformed into a mouse, so he's actually a mouse right now.
Yeah, well, he's a metal mouse.
I just posted that picture. I think technically I can't be a metal mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
By the way, luckily, even if you eat the mouse, as soon as it turns from 1 hit point to 0,
Yeah, your
it
owl
just fucking
Oh
goes.
no, you're gonna destroy the owl.
No.
Owl just gets
Okay, well here we go. Now I'll take him up like about
So
400
let's bring-
foot, and I'll crush him in my claws, so he turns back to Blaskin form, and then let him fall.
Can we? Is there a place that we can bring Theo to ask him some questions? Like,
Or
hang
can
on,
you
yeah.
hold him for us?
Well, here's the thing. I'd like to turn to the group and be like, does anyone want to ask Theo any questions?
I'm gonna finish tucking my swell handwritten note into his pocket. And be like, well, if he can be restrained, till after we're done with the Sultan.
What were you writing, Flint?
Well, the note it's just a symbol.
How long is the note?
It's not very long. It's
Okay.
quite short. It's just a symbol of Torag, crudely drawn by yours truly.
Uh-huh.
And it says, "You've been blessed with a second chance."
Okay.
Oh,
Fair
Probably
enough.
find
So
out
that's tucked in his pocket.
who his boss is and where they're working from, because it's from what we can tell, it's probably it's a cult. It's the
We should probably talk about this elsewhere.
yeah, well the authorities should take this man into custody.
He did want to go into that alley, or what was the shop in the alley? He wanted us to be inside of.
He was just trying to push you guys northward. So the alley that's up on the map. The best you guys conned from the situation is that you were slowly being corralled that way, but you very quickly destroyed everyone who was pushing you in that direction and scared away all of the common folk. So
Well, I mean-
you didn't get pushed that direction.
okay. So yeah, let's talk. What is your name? You know who I am, but I don't know who you are.
I'm
So-
very sorry. Wow. Who did that? That was impressive.
Me.
Yes, I'm sorry. We met, but you wouldn't remember. My name is Brashir Enram, and I was a very close associate of your father, James Arconius.
Is that supposed to ring a bell?
Nope, you've never heard of this person.
All right. James, my father. James. Okay, James. Why did my mother never tell me about him?
Are you asking me?
No, I guess I'm thinking.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Resolve his daddy issues.
He's just kind of talking to himself, says it out loud.
Will is saying that aloud. Like he's clearly not asking anyone, but he's thinking really hard. Like,
Well, don't think too hard.
Right, so what are we doing about the oath?
can you
Well, if
hold
you-
Uh,
on to him for us?
I don't
What's
have
exactly
a
your
pocket.
station around here?
There's still guards around, aren't there?
Yeah, can we leave him with the guards? They can tell him to sell.
So He kind of flashed a badge towards them, and they all went back towards the people that were running in terror to try and calm the populace.
Can you tell them to hold on to him in a cell?
Right. Give me a moment.
This group was going to be dangerous. They were trying to smuggle in some evil artifact.
Hold on, little one. What specifically were they doing? Did you get any information?
I explained the whole thing with the statue and what info I've been able to uncover over the cult of this thing in the library.
The bronze, that's bad. We've cleared out some things before. Okay. And he runs off towards one of the people that are trying to, like, calm... You see, like, a guardsman trying to calm an old lady who's busy beating him off with her hands, like, no!
Wow,
no!
that's graphic.
Is it sad that I come back to chat after my headset screws up and all I hear is beating him off with their hands?
There's an old lady beating off a guard with her hands. She was going to use her feet, but he's not into football.
What
Hold on.
the fuck?
DM.exe has stopped working. Oh, Jesus.
Not safe for work.
Take the wheel. God damn it, guys.
You're welcome.
I didn't do this. I didn't want to
Yeah,
be part
I
of this.
feel like Garrett and I have nothing to go.
I just love that I come back.
As she
I
gives
come
up,
back at that time.
as she gives up fighting him off with her hands.
Oh.
Fighting. That makes more sense.
The stranger who has named himself as Brashear, and yes, I will put that in chat in a second,
Thank you.
grabs the guard's attention and mentions something close to his face, and the guard nods and like waves off the old woman who is ready to run away from him anyway. He motions to another individual in similar garb, and they both come back and pull up the unconscious, not really ogre, but I just liked the icon. The unconscious, very large, stocky, but short human, and start to pull him off towards directions elsewhere.
Chat wants us to lay off the king shaming grandma.
Sorry, chat. You guys enjoy whatever you want. Alright, let me drop this in Fantasy Grounds chat real quick.
Yay.
And I will actually change his name now, because he's not
I
being...
prefer Silver Fox Stranger.
I mean, he's still a Silver Fox, man. Whatever you want.
Okay, so
Hell yeah.
He comes back over to you, Will, and kind of motions with a hand gesture towards the rest of the crew that are more northward in the square, to call you guys into general conversation. I have a room at the inn that the DM forgot to look at because the laptop locked again.
Yes, that in. We saw it on our way here.
Yes, I have a room at the Dune's Shadow. If you want to follow me, we have a place. I paid for a suite, so we have more than enough room to talk. All of your friends are welcome. Some of them are very, very powerful. And you see, as you take in more of his countenance, he's an older human. Looks like he's got some weather on his face. He's very capable with a blade, as you have experienced.
Yeah,
but
a lot.
but you see just a little bit of age wearing on him. So after the intensity of battle and the adrenaline that was pumping through him when he showed up, you see like he's starting to sag just a little bit. Still wears his armor very well, not like an out of shape individual, but it's just like, ugh. But he directs you guys back.
No longer be in combat, is what you're saying.
He directs you, yes, and not dead. He directs you guys back to the inn if you want to follow. He can talk to you a little bit on the way if you want.
Yes.
Is the roughly
Yes?
when is the Sultan to have expected us? Do we have a
So
time
you
for
could-
that?
You heard evening, and it's still late afternoon. You were on your way towards the royal quarter when the thugs intervened. So
I mean, we should all freshen up anyways. I don't know about you, but I got some blood on my clothes now.
you got some of your blood on your clothes, bro.
Yeah. I probably have a little bit of Theo's blood, too, to be honest.
Probably. I've got whatever constitutes as invisible stalker blood on me.
Yep.
Oh,
So
it's so nasty and purple.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was about to ask if it turned back invisible after.
There's so much all over you right now.
Yeah. He's actually covered in it. We won't know until a couple of days when all of his clothes
carved-
smell like rotting flesh.
You carved through its torso, or whatever constitutes for a torso.
And
That
it
was,
lived.
and it was right in front of you. That was like,
Amazing.
okay. So you guys, I assume everyone's following
Yeah.
as Flint tries to carve some of the nastiness off of himself.
Fling it.
So yeah, you get a chance to have light conversation on the way as he leads you through the roads back towards his inn suite. If there's anything you want to ask or try to press into.
Will, do you have any questions for him? I know it's probably pressing.
Yeah. Well, I want to know how he knows me. But he's already said that he can't say anything until we're in a safe place. Then I mean, like,
No, it's fine.
okay.
He reaches an arm around your shoulder, just like almost hesitantly, to try to hold on to you. Like he wants to, but he doesn't. He's struggling to put it down, and then just kind of gives up and walks alongside you. Your father died very close to your birth. I would say within 2 months. I got to meet you once while I was passing through. I knew him much earlier, actually. We both served on... God, if you want... I mean, do you even know anything about this kingdom?
No, but I've learned from him. I point at Flynn.
Right. Did you tell him about the shield wall?
It hasn't come up yet.
Right, okay.
He
It's
learn a bunch of stuff in the library.
I learned about
No, he rolled like crap in the library, actually. So
Oh.
he learned about mountains.
Oh, Brashear.
Um,
I did learn that there's mountains in the north.
Yeah,
I was
that has-
very proud about that.
Oh dear. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you've been learning. He kind of gives you that glance, that like, oh honey, pat pat. I'm glad my little boy is reading books.
All right, Brashear.
Okay.
No offense, but I understand you knew me as a baby. If I'm to believe everything you're telling me, but I don't know you well enough to allow you to call me your little boy. That's.
I didn't
so
say
many
that.
levels.
Or he didn't say that, I said that.
I know, but I have to say it anyways.
Sure, that's fair. Alright, so to the west of the Arconian Kingdom, or what was left of the Arconian Kingdom, we held a long defense against the wilds of the rest of the continent. God, monsters, terrors, hordes would come from the mountains and the plains far to the west. We just refer to them as the wilds because no one's ever tried to set up settlements outside that wall. Anyway, we held what we called the shield wall. All of the kingdoms would send recruits, portions of their populace, to hold the defense. There are a multitude of forts along a range at the edge of Arcadia, which defended the eight, sorry. Now it's 9. 9 different houses from all of the terrors that would come in from the wildlands. I met your father as a fresh recruit, serving at a specific fort that I will remember the name of later because I will look it up. But yes, we kind of hit it off. Oh, Fort Caspian, there it is. We hit it off. He was a firecracker, but he bore this amazing blade, and nothing seemed to stop him. He would dive into the craziest situations and somehow come out smiling like this grinning madman. Anyway, after our service together, we split off for a while, and I went back to Helm, and he went back to Arcadia, and we, went about our lives for a couple of years, and I was, learning to be a respectable guard at Caltiarch, and he was being groomed for the lordship. He was the son of the current king in Arcadia, come to speak. Didn't tell anybody while we were in service, by the way. He tried to keep that a secret, which I found endlessly amusing. But he contacted me a couple years later with an idea about, well, no, I should save that for when we're in private quarters. Anyway, years ahead, I had met your father and the wife that he had picked, the wonderful Thalia, and I got to meet you once, but God, I heard from Ariel later, and you haven't met, yeah, probably, or you wouldn't remember. Ariel is a compatriot, but we both heard your father had been assassinated, and we assumed your mother and you were lost in the attack. And do you know what you're carrying? And he points towards the blade in your hand, or in your scabbard.
My mother told me it was my father's.
Well, yes, of course, completely true. Shit. Do you want an apple?
Actually, I brought my own. I pull out an apple, I hand him one, and I bite into my own.
Oh, that's complete crap. Hold on. And he throws away the one you handed him, and he pulls one out of his own pack, and he hands it to you.
I eat it.
As you take it from him, he says, "These are Parthen apples. One of the best orchards in all of Arcadia, or all of Arconis. And I'm not even gonna roll for it. This is far and away the spiciest and most flavorful apple you have ever tasted. It puts everything from Bellador to shame."
I nervously look at Blaskin, and then I look back to him, to Brashear, and I just whisper to him, "Don't give one to the construct, whatever you do."
Okay. Yes, we should. All right, we'll pick this up at the inn.
Yeah, that's. Will's kind of. He's still stuck on the shield wall, and the fact that this sword has apparently slayed more beasts than he can even realize that he can count. Wait, hang on. What was this? What was this about? What was this you said about lordship?
Oof. No one's prepared you for any of these questions. This makes things very complicated. Little Will.
Are we at the end now, or are we still walking?
Did anybody else? He's kind of deflecting conversation as you guys get closer. But if anybody else wanted to ping him with any questions, because you guys are all kind of walking as a crew,
Have we heard any of the things that he's been saying to Will?
Yeah, you guys are very close. It's not like those two are talking specifically like away from each other.
I didn't know if he was like down and whispered and they were ahead of us a little bit or anything.
Nope. He's just been talking. It's like he's kind of enraptured. The old guy's kind of enraptured with Will, but you guys are right around him, and he's choosing what he says based on the general area, but not because the rest of you are nearby.
Right. So when Will asked that question, he's like, "Oh, nobody's prepared." I'm like, lean in towards Will and was like, "Sounds like you're royalty, Will." So if your dad was a prince and his father was a king, and he was your father, what does that make you?
A bastard.
Besides that.
Brashear just chuckles.
Will's just lost for words. He's basically like racking his mind for every memory he's ever had of his mother or his grandfather telling him about his father, you know, like anything related to that. And he's just struggling to even find like one thing that they ever mentioned except for him wielding red helmet.
Will, roll me a quick history check.
That's under skills.
Yes, it is. We know how to play D&D.
You're getting good at this D&D thing.
Will, most of what they told you was just like your father was an amazing man, was very charismatic, was a good organizer of people, was powerful, was a hero. I mean, it was less specifics and more like fairy tale kind of content.
Everything you're not.
Thank you, Lucky.
Oh my god. Lucky, roll 3d6.
Psychic damage.
Royalty damage.
Is that for the burn damage?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm just a simple smith in the end of the day. You guys are insane.
Does anyone else press for anything before you guys get back to a more private setting?
In Tony's place, because knowing how Tony is, Tony would be like in disbelief, but then would be like very silently judging, probably just judging Will.
Sure, have Tony roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Botch.
Oh my god, how does she have a +7?
Because she's very
Wisdom, being
insightful.
clear.
Duh.
Hey, as far as my character is concerned, everybody seems to have some crazy thing to them, and it's weird.
How dare you call
Avarice, you still have two very bizarre wanted posters in your inventory.
Oh, I know. No. I meant more like everybody has like a definitely interesting backstory. He's just like eccentric smith.
So Tony gets a very clean read off, or a very calming read off of the mannerisms and the behaviors of this new bizarre stranger who is now leading everyone in his own direction. Doesn't get any kind of sense of danger. It's more of like a paternal, like herding energy. Off of Will seems panicked. She doesn't know what to do with Will. So you guys get to the inn, and he leads you guys upstairs. Just kind of waves a hand to the bartender, who looks up and goes, "Oh, and leads you guys to a suite at the end of the upstairs hallway, which has like a nice round table next to a double bed, and like 6 chairs around the table. So if you guys want to fight for chairs or whatever, but he grabs one and sits down and pulls out a little flask from his a hip pouch and sets it on the table and pulls out a little wooden cup from another pouch and pours himself a small shot and takes it and then hands it over to you, Will.
Pull out a bunch of pocket sausages and put on the table.
Yeah, Will takes that.
Why are there dicks everywhere?
Will accepts it.
Pocket sausage.
Sure. So you take his flask. Brashear actually looks over at the pocket sausages and he's like, "You know, I didn't have breakfast today," and grabs one. That's not bad. How old is that?
Don't remember.
You
I
don't
just
wanna
fix them up
know.
every time we're in
It's
a
just
good
dry
inn.
aging.
You really don't want to know.
That's fair. It feels spicy but not moldy, so I'll go with it.
I eat some too.
Oh, good. That's a good sign. Thank you. My goodness. So, the circle of life, is it? As he looks around the whole group.
Who
I,
came up with that again?
I'm still in my mouse form, and I'd like to note that I nod my head yes, like
Damn.
furiously, like, yep, that's us.
Did you just like scurry up the table leg?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Perfect.
Can Will take credit for that?
I don't know. Does Will take credit for that?
I don't remember. Was that my suggestion or was that someone else? Or was that?
I'm pretty sure that was mine.
Say it sounds druidic to me.
Okay, yeah. Mine was something else.
I was the one who's also terribly offended when other Theo or whatever his name was made fun of our name.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I wasn't here, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, you missed that. Somebody got shamed for not being LGBTQ supportive
Wow.
because I used an off-the-cuff remark. Anyway, he just kind of scans the group, notices the mouse nodding. Oh my god, William. And he turns back to you. I assume you're sitting somewhere close to him.
Yes.
Your father was the king of this entire kingdom.
Oh, I thought for sure he was going to turn around and say, "That mouse just nodded at me."
He seems bizarrely okay with you, actually, Blaskin.
That's fair. He's an old soldier in a D&D universe. He's probably seen some shit.
I'm probably the weirdest thing in here.
I've seen things like him too. You're
What did
doing
he
that,
say?
aren't you? What's your name, dwarf?
Which one?
He points towards the one floating in the middle of magical armor.
What did he say in reply before? By the way,
He said
What?
I didn't hear what you said at first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said, what's your name, dwarf?
he said he'd
Oh.
seen one like you before.
I am Everest Firebrand.
Everest. You're doing that, aren't you? The floating armor thing?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought. As opposed to somebody else controlling. Okay, good. I'm not worried about you anymore.
I'm a runesmith.
I've met two more. See what the
You
third.
have.
Runesmiths? Yes.
Interesting.
Did you train with any? I assume you trained under Senior.
Out of character, yeah, I'm guessing. I'm trying to figure out what my memory's out of fucking whack.
Okay. He just kind of waves that off.
That's I'm saying out of character. My memory's kind of whack is.
That nothing in your
What?
backstory told me that specifically. But anyway, you're just getting the sense that he is more familiar with some of the elements of the party than you would have expected given an individual. But he points. He was kind of hand gesturing towards you as he talked to you, but he points back to the left over to Will.
Okay, so okay, I don't know what I was gonna say.
No worries.
'Cause I really need to reread some of my backstory elements. It's been a while.
There you go.
See, this is why you get a really cool backstory like mine, where your backstory is just the word robot.
William,
the
what do
problem
you
is-
know of your father?
I've been sick, so I've had a lot more on my mind.
I know absolutely nothing.
I can see his face in you, and it's so uncanny. And God, I wish he was here to see it. Your father was James Arconius, the once guiding ruler of this entire kingdom. The 8 houses, now 9 because of the stupid Frey dolls, used to all sit around the same table because he would guide them, as his father did before him and his father before him. You've been missing. You've been the missing key. And your symbol of rulership, the blade. Oh shit, the blade. Have you woken the blade?
No, my blade isn't like Tim. You haven't met Tim yet. Anyways, Tim's like a sort of, I guess, a conscious sword.
You hear like a from the scabbard next to next to Everest.
Wait, are you saying that Red Dawn is like Tim?
Red? Oh no. He pulls his blade from his scabbard and just sets it on the table. It's a long sword, very similar to yours. Same hilt and crossguard. The blade's a little bit longer because it's a long sword. But where yours has a bright red gem, his is bright green. And he just kind of moves his hands along the edge and then points towards the gem at the end. These are very unique items. Mine was given to me by my mentor. Yours should have been given to you by your father, as was the patrilineal pattern in your family's history. I think it went back to, I think James said, what would be your great-grandfather found it. Found all of them, actually, and wielders for them. God, I'm catching up now. That there's so much to tell you. Holy shit. Hold on. And he just takes a really long draw from the flask. Just like grabs it back from your hand. Oh my god.
Will pours him a shot of the fucking whatever we had.
You see him go, oh my god, is that desert cordial?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I would love to drink that right now, but given what I just put in myself, I think I would fall asleep in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Man.
Will takes the shot then.
Me here in real life really just wanted to scream like, do it! Do it, loser!
There's so many layers to this.
Where
is your mother right now?
She's with my grandfather. She's back home.
Where is... Okay, so...
And
everyone on this side thought you were all dead, so where did she end up if she's still alive? And how did you get here? God. Okay, first question first. Where's she right now?
In the theater.
Oh, down to this... Oh, okay, that makes sense, actually. If your father always did like elves. And why are you here now?
We're here because we're helping Flint, again I point at Flint, return home to Grimspire. He magically... he teleported to us?
He just kind of cocks an eyebrow.
Yeah, Will looks at him again because he honestly forgets how Flint came to be with him.
Well, we're actually part of the Grey Circle.
Oh my
Oh yeah, that too.
You see a look of recognition on his face when that pops up. My God, you are like your father. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Will pretend to not be offended. Actually, he doesn't know if he should be offended or not. He never met him.
Your father continued on a tradition that had been carried from a couple generations before. Arconius, because it was, I think your great-grandfather had delusions of grandeur and named the kingdom after himself. Arconius has always been a varied people. As a result, there were many different political intentions and movements, military, saber rattling at times, and it was all too much at once. So there's been an idea over time that there should be a group that moves outside of the regular political machinations of the kingdom to make sure that no one's getting out of hand, no one's overpowering anyone else, we're all trying to play together, and the people above all are supported. That was Whisper. That was us. Your father, myself, and Ariel. She's not here right now, obviously. She's, well, last I heard she was up in Windhold, but I'm looking into that. The three of us, inheriting our individual roles from previous mentors. In the case of your family, it always passed down from father to son. My mentor was also in Kaltiak, but, I wasn't related to him. He just saw a specific spirit in me. And Ariel got hers from a different mage. I didn't really ask her much about it. I just met her once she was already gifted. We, the three of us, continued to move outside of regular political systems and make sure that the gifts we had been given helped support the kingdom that you're in right now. We made sure that no one got too big for their britches, that no specific kingdom tried to overpower another, and for fuck's sake, now that everything's gone to shit, there's so much to do, and so much to keep track of. Just so the regular populace, we all believed in just the common man just being okay and being cared for and not suffering under some despot. But so much of that comes from the spirit of... And he points towards his blade on the table. And then he points towards your back scabbard. There's a calling. There's an energy in these. Best I know, they haven't always been these blades, but it's the gem in the pommel. There's an energy you can reach into, and it gives you abilities and additional power, and it comes with a cost. You can't tap it too heavily, but God, you really need to understand it for yourself, and your father should have taught this to you, but you never got the chance, and I can't believe that it was just handed over to you, but maybe Thalia just didn't understand what exactly James was carrying, and no one else tried to investigate it, but it's so old, the energy in these things. It's not like I had Ariel try to detect cast her ability to understand the magic in it, and it was so much older than she could understand. The best I can do is try to sit down with you and guide you into understanding what it is. That's what my mentor did for me. We sat across from each other, the blade was set in the center. It was kind of ritualistic, but it was more about feeling the energy. Has this sword, said anything to you? Have you gotten energy from it before?
I recall the few times that it has, like, something has happened. I remember I tell him the time that I thought that it was sparking, when I felt like the hum that it was making, and when like he had attacked, there was like this sort of like this feeling that I'm back in my mind that I couldn't quite understand.
Yes, no, that makes perfect sense. When they get closer together, they resonate with each other. Oh God, I'm so sorry I attacked you. I did. Your father was killed in a coup, and the blade disappeared, and that blade used to be the symbol of rulership in this kingdom, and then seeing it wielded by some pissant random. I'm so sorry. I just assumed you were one of the people that had stolen it from him, or taken it from someone else who had been at the... I didn't even know you were alive. Good Lord. But yet, oh no, if you haven't... If you haven't connected with you... You're the one that is supposed to wield this sword. And I'm glad that you are holding it, because this is very important for you. And very important for the rest of us. You need to connect with this blade. And he has this most intense stare into your eyes as he says these words.
I take Red Dawn and I like hold it in my hands, and I stare at it. I stare at it very intensely, and I study it. And I look at the gem, and then I look up at him, and I say, Rashir, I have no idea what you mean by connect with it.
That's fair. This is probably a lot. He breaks from the intense conversation he's having directly with Will and looks around to the people at the rest of the table, including the little robotic mouse. I do apologize, and I thank you all very much for being such a strong crew. I watched you in the arena. I watched you in the street. You are quite a loyal crew, and I remember mine. And I thank you for taking care of William. Can we have a moment? Can you all just step out? We need, maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah, no problem.
That is not an issue.
I'm halfway to the door, and I turn around and run back over real quick and grab a couple sausages off the table, and then run back out.
He chuckles.
Meanwhile, as Everest is walking out, he said, I knew something was off about that blade.
I'm gonna flick invisible blood off of me.
God damn it! Still, like, carving it out of the corners of your armor.
By the way, sorry for the confusion. My mind's kind of muddled earlier.
You're fine, dude. Don't worry.
I'm not in the best of mindsets to register what's actually being said.
You're here. You're fine. You're not dead. So as the crew,
I am on the recovery, by the way.
Blaskin will actually turn back to normal and start walking out, and then he'll turn back around. It's like, you mentioned someone that could detect magic in items?
Yes.
I just kind of cough and look at him like, yeah.
Well, I have a question about that later. And I'll keep walking out.
I want to ask one thing. Where are we in the role right now?
In the world?
Yeah.
So you guys you crossed the ocean from the southern continent to the northern continent. You probably haven't seen any of the map links, so I can easily drop you some of those. So there's a crappy Arconis map, and there's also a crappy Nisthay map, because you guys are in Nisthay right now.
Okay.
So you can blame Blaskin and Flint for the crappy versions of the maps, and not me.
That was all me, baby.
Wow. Okay.
So if you look at the larger Arconis map, you guys are in Nisthe, which is on the southern coast of Goldstrand. In the Nisthe map, you guys are currently off to the right of the Royal Quarter, up in like a larger general residential area.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
So as the rest of the crew leaves the room, William,
Yes.
Brashear turns back to you and picks his blade up in a very kind of reverent fashion, two-handed, long across the palms. I need you to follow my guidance. Can you do as I do?
Yes. And I do what he does.
Okay, so as you mirror his actions, you pick up your blade. You've got the actual edge of the blade across both hands. And he says, I need you to gently fold your hands over the blade. It might cut in just a little bit, but just that's part of the connection. That was my worst, or at least favorite part of the process when I went through this. But you see like a little trickle of blood fall out of both of his palms as he's holding his blade.
Okay. I do the same.
Okay. It cuts into you. You start to, you can feel the warmth of the blood, not like pulsing out of you like, oh god, my wrists, but just start to well between your fingers, and it starts to roll down the backs of your palms. Now I need you to find that itch, that bizarre buzzing that seems to be in the back of your head, because I promise you felt it. If you are wielding that blade... No, hold on to the blade, you... God.
Sorry.
Sorry, I don't have children. I need you to feel within yourself. I promise you, if you have been carrying this blade, something has crawled at the back of your skull, and I want you to go find that feeling.
Okay. I close my eyes and I start focusing.
I want you to follow it. It's going to feel uncomfortable, and then you're going to feel some weird voices, and then you're going to feel like you aren't yourself anymore, but I need you to hold on to the core of that sentiment. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then do it. If you're serious about it, roll a con check.
All right. Boom.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. You reach into yourself. You reach back for that bizarre itching, that second level of something going on with you, the weird energy and the roar and the craziness that you felt recently in some of your combat scenarios, and you find this kind of hot, burning energy of an idea, and as you focus, it doesn't burn you, and you start to follow it down like this weird dream pathway almost, as you focus and intensify your concentration on this one specific kind of burning rod of a concept, and you hear like these clamoring noises, just itching around, but like it feels like they're trying to pull you away from the central energy that you're holding onto, and you manage to shrug them off and stay focused on what exactly you're following, and you dive down and down. It's like If you've ever, that's a weird thing. Never mind. You just you dive through reality. You dive through consciousness. You dive through ages. You get the sense that the energy you're holding on to is timeless. It is so ancient and so primal. Like this is before arcane magic. This is something. It is a shoot. What's the word I'm looking for? Hey Flint, what language do you know?
Primordial.
Yes, it's primordial. Thank you so much. It is a primordial, core, original energy that seems to be coming from this feeling. And as you fall through it, you hear once again the very, very strong, like you fall towards a very warm, very powerful, very invigorating energy. And as you feel like your consciousness lands in like a hard, like 3-point stance almost, you just hear this energy, this roar comes out of like the core of your being. And when you open your eyes, you're holding a very different blade. It is the pommel, like the gem where it used to rest, has 4 very fierce fangs closed around it. The crossbar has this long, like, very thick tuft of angry-looking, like, reddish yellow fur growing towards the pommel, and the blade has thickened by, like, double the width and extended a couple feet and has this wicked curve to it. And you know exactly in your mind as you're looking at this blade, this is Primal Sun. This is not Red Dawn. And I'm going to drop something into your inventory because it's very important for you to have now.
And cool stuff, by the way. Props to DM.
So you can use this if you activate it. All the details are in it.
I am looking at it. Oh, shit.
And as Brashear looks across the table to you, you just see this kind of beaming grin across his face, just taking in the change in the blade. And he says, "The last time I saw that blade, your father was wielding it against 10 orcs. And it was a sight to behold." Now wait, Will. I know you're feeling a lot of power right now, and I need you to understand. Part of the deal that comes with the power of that blade is that you do not wield it too much. Okay? There's a temptation to pull too much power from the blade, and I have spent time meditating and trying to understand this weapon, and it's by design. Whatever primal gems were planted in these, they had an intensity to them where if someone were to try to wield them in anger, or not in anger, but as a despot, as somebody hungry for too much power, it would destroy them too. It was a defense. Best I know, it seems to be centered around balance. It's supposed to maintain a certain element of power without chaos. You know, like using the right tool at the right time kind of thing. But no one know. I mean, they've been handed down. When I talked to Ariel about it, the best she learned is that when your great-grandfather found them, they were in a dragon's hoard and had much, much longer history behind them, but no one knows what it is. So, the three of us, your father, myself, and Ariel, were the latest generation of the wielders, but you aren't the newest of the red gem. And just kind of sits back and takes you in.
I can feel it.
I'm sure you can.
God, I can feel it. I test, like I swing the blade just kind of as a test.
It feels light. You feel like you're damaging the air it swings through. Its activated energy is just kind of reverberating through you. As you test it, it starts to calm back down. You see the fur in the crossguards start to shrink back in. You see the blade start to calm back down to a regular short sword. And the fangs retract from the gem in the pommel. And you're just holding Red Dawn again.
That was amazing. My father used this.
Very well, in fact. I have a story about a Hydra.
I would love to hear that story, but I believe that I don't necessarily have the time for it right now.
What? Right, of course. And he calls back to the doorway. It's all right. You can. We're done. It's good. Thumbs up. I guess. You can come in.
I suppose we'll go in.
As you all fall through the doorway, since all your ears were pressed.
Sorry. Evil head.
Like the Three Stooges, you see everybody fall in.
So what are you all doing here anyway? What brought you back? Oh God, Will, and he digs through his pack actually, and he produces a small black half spherical cap, and he hands it over to you. I don't think you understand. The blade you're carrying is the symbol of rulership of Arconus. Because I'm never gonna get that right. The wrong people might be looking for what you're wielding out in the open right now, and I don't think it's a good idea for you to just flash it around.
Like in an arena, perhaps. That might have
Ooh.
Yeah, that probably was a mistake.
To be fair, though, I was using my bow, I believe, most of the time, so maybe they didn't see that much.
That's fair. I mean, you had it scabbarded.
Yeah.
Since you weren't
I was
swinging
using
it around.
I mean, you know, I was also standing on top of a pillar in front of everybody, so.
With it just in the back with the gem right
Yeah.
and center, right behind your head.
Yeah.
Who knows if that's going to be a problem?
But I was shooting fire arrows, so it's possible they might have been paying more attention to that.
Anyway, he hands you a small, like, leather blackened half sphere that looks like it would fit over the gem in the pommel, just to kind of keep it stealthy.
Okay. Yeah. No, I reluctantly but willingly I put it on.
We'll keep him safe.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I watched you. Well, most of you. You were in the stands. That was interesting.
Yeah, there was a limit on the number of participants.
Yeah, but the
Oh.
sword was with us. You probably saw that.
Yeah.
I did. I thought it was I assumed it was one of... Yeah, he didn't figure it out.
That was my sword.
That's
Tim.
smart.
Fair enough.
So while we're here, you was asking, is this guy right here. And I pointed the dwarf. Like we've come to help him and his family.
Yeah, Flint, tell Brashear what happened.
Well,
It could also be a time when Blaskin pipes up. He's like, I am also curious.
I will tell the delicate story of my countrymen, and family, and friends being slaughtered by a raid on our home.
Did you say Grimspire? That makes sense, actually. We've heard tales of folks on the pilgrimage trail disappearing. That was on my list of things to investigate, but I'm glad you guys are already looking into it then.
It's on our to-do list.
I assume so.
Out of character real quick. If I remember correctly, my character was from Windhold area.
No, you were not from anything on this continent. You were from a completely different continent.
I
Same world.
Same world. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I knew I was along some shore.
You're good. You're from I would need to pull it up, and I haven't given the map to everyone, so it's not in Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's fine.
you have a passing knowledge of some of these kingdom or province names, just because all the people that come through your neck of the woods, occasionally there are travelers because it's a port city. So you've heard of the Arconian or the Arconian continent and Bellador.
Okay, yeah, correction. I remember now. Breeze Way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, good then. You have... You know, I wasn't exactly investigating anything in particular. Do you... How are you just walking up north?
We got some ideas on how to get there.
Yeah, who's in charge of that, by the way? Is that a Lucky thing, or is that Flint?
Avarice will...
How we're teleporting there?
Yeah, which one of us knows about the teleporting?
All of us.
We had just found, was it last weekend when we played, that we got
Yeah,
a
I remember,
scroll,
like,
but I've also now got the information on the circle to get back here. As long as it's not used often or very publicly.
Right, so Lucky, you have the knowledge of the teleportation circle here in Nisthe in the Alabaster Archive,
Yeah,
but you as a
and
party
South
have
Freydal.
a scroll to get up to South Freydal.
Yeah.
To
Which
the
when we
old
get there,
trade
hopefully
beat.
there'll be another circle, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were going to go up to South Freydal, and then, I guess, hike the rest of the way to Grimspire.
It's the old trade meet.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That hasn't... Interesting. Are any of you from this region? You said
Blaskin
Grey Circle, so I
sheepishly-
assume like worlds and worlds away.
Blaskin sheepishly raises his hand, like, I'm from here, sort of.
I'm far from home.
I am out of character to southern continent. Right. Or is this the north?
This is north, I think.
Far north.
You're about half the world away horizontally.
Yeah, he will say I'm from the same plane, but far away.
If I open up Photoshop, I can tell you in a second.
I think
But-
Tony's from Waterdeep, isn't she? And I'm from like Greyhawk.
No, you're from Waterdeep. Tony's from another Forgotten Realms city.
Yeah, I don't
Marsember.
Yes, Marsember.
That's something I picked because I'm surprised I picked something from Forgotten Realms.
You were, if you didn't pick it, you were okay with it, but you're from Waterdeep.
Okay. Unless you want to retcon it, then I'm from Greyhawk.
Whatever.
I can rewrite the things I have written.
If you've already done from there, that's fine.
God.
No, it's fine. Anyway, he's just feeling out your group in general. Like, are you familiar with...
Yeah, my character will say in short where he's from.
Okay, there we go. Avarice, you're from the continent of Rhone. R-H-O-N-E.
Let me write that down real quick.
My
yeah, he was-
internet is cutting in and out here.
Oh no, Blaskin is starting to...
Somebody
Slick.
My eyes are flashing between off and on.
somebody plug him in and start charging him.
Yeah, I need to charge.
But yeah,
Blasting call lightning on yourself.
Avarice
Call lightning
will,
on myself, yeah.
Avarice will say I'm from the continent of Rome. From Rome.
Fair. Right, so in the interest of catching you all up and especially educating little William, I'm sorry, that's a habit, educating Will on the goings-on of the kingdom that he is supposed to be running, apparently.
Wait, I'm not expected to actually run this place, am I?
Yes.
In character or not?
No, I say that, like, I very suddenly say, like, wait a minute. I rule everything?
I mean, that's the wrong question, isn't it? You lead. Or your role, what you should have been groomed towards, was to lead. All of us.
So, who's leading us now?
Ugh. Pissant little piece of shit. The steward to your father, Praskett Noth.
Gotta write that down.
Look, I'm sure some of those that raised their hands earlier could give you the specific details, but when your father was killed... Oh no, who we lost? Scott drop out?
Yeah, his internet's taking a dump.
Aw.
It might
Internet.
recover.
Stop taking a dump. When your father was killed, and we thought you and your mother were lost, your father's steward took control, but had none of the panache or the charisma that your family had held, and could not keep the 8 families together. They quickly splintered into what we have now, which is all of the houses that used to control different regions of the kingdom, all vying for power, all looking for attempts to take more territory, making allegiances with themselves, the trios that have fallen out as a result. It's a mess. We're looking for a guiding force, a leader to bring it back together, to make Arconis what it used to be, but... I don't know, it seemed lost. Ariel and I have been doing what we can to make sure that the people are taken care of inside and outside of their own borders. But it's really hard to travel across line. I'm actually impressed that you have a way to get from the Southern Spear up into South Freydal, because all of the borders are cut off. The kingdoms have kind of built their own little trios of allegiances, but I don't know how long those are going to hold.
Well, as much as I would love to talk to you about getting things running again, and quite frankly, if I'm going to be honest, I'm terrified at the prospect of me being responsible for an entire kingdom, and I probably am not going to come to terms with that fully for a few more days. But I've already made a promise to Flint to return him to Grimspire and to help him. And before that, I've also made a promise to the Great Circle, help them with another one of their endeavors.
You see him kind of lost in thought for a second at your comment.
I would need. I can't let my. I can't let these. I look at all of my. I would consider them friends. I look at my friends and I say, I can't let them down until, I can't let them down. I have to.
Yeah, he's back.
Complete this. Welcome back, Scott. Like, I have to at least get. Well, because what's our Gray Circle mission again? What the fuck are we doing?
Well, there was.
I forgot what the Gray Circle mission was. What are we doing right now?
So,
I have to say, I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It was near Grimspire, because I thought we were coming up here because we were helping
Like it
him.
coincided.
yeah.
Yeah.
Felix has asked you guys to return individual elements of a set of regalia. They used to have it. He's told you they used to have it in their archives. They've gone missing. You returned the first piece. You were out for the second. There isn't a specific time frame on this. It's just like, hey, can you get all these back? So he wasn't too worried when Flint crashed the party back at his abode, and you guys decided to help him out because Flint's home happened to be in the same continental region as where he had been able to divine the location of the next artifact, which is somewhere up here.
Okay. What was the artifact?
The scales of balance? Hold on. Balance of Power is the name of the artifact.
Okay. So, yeah, we're going to be here. Our priority is helping Flint. And after that, we're going to work on this, finding this thing for me. I turned to Lucky and I played dumb and I asked Lucky what it is we're looking for because I basically want Lucky's permission to tell Brashir what we're looking for because I'm not sure.
Yeah, remember
Lucky, roll an insight check.
I need to roll an insight check, or he does?
If you're trying to read what he's trying to tell you without telling you anything.
Here's the thing. I trust Brashir after this moment that we've had where I unlocked my sword.
He just wants confirmation that if
But
something
I
goes
don't-
wrong with the information, that it's not his fault.
Exactly. It's more like I don't want to upset the group.
No,
Okay.
I think there's already been some pretty close trust already established there with.
Yeah,
and
then
plus
never
knowing
mind.
this dude's powerful.
Okay, cool. Then I tell him we're looking for the scales of balance. The balance of power.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
But I do know Grimspire a little bit. And it's definitely been weird lately. Again, I mentioned it was on my list of things to look for. Do you all mind if I come with you?
More the merrier.
To where?
Will you be bringing more of those wonderful apples with you?
I only have 2 more.
Where can
Otherwise,
get
we
more?
would have to stop in Parth.
Ooh.
I don't mind more
How-
help.
How close to the border of Parth are we going to be?
You're not.
You don't know.
No, I'm asking Brashir. I guess he wouldn't know either, would he? I thought he said he knew the place we were going to be teleporting.
You told him... Okay. You told him he was supposed to take you to the trade meet.
Is the trade meet anywhere near Parth?
It's close to the southern border, but not close to the orchards.
Damn it. Okay.
We'd be like a day and a half away.
Okay, we'll get some apples on the return trip.
Right.
Right.
Brashear, I looked to everybody else for confirmation. I looked to see if anyone is like shaking their head yes or shaking their head no. I assume I see Lucky give like his usual thumbs up.
Finger guns.
Yeah.
He's got that grin.
Yeah.
As long as he's not
Gonna kill us.
savagely attacking anybody anytime soon again.
Then yes.
I'll have to get me mallet.
Brashear, we would be honored if you joined us.
As I roll my hit dice, I would be honored to follow you.
Just take a long rest.
Oh,
Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Brashear, I have some potions. I would have happily given you one.
Yeah, look, he's like, I found some in this man's pockets.
I have a potion
I
of
glance
greater
out
healing.
the window to look at like where the sun is, and is it getting later?
Is it time to meet the Sultan?
Yes, it is starting to... dusk has fallen across the city.
Okay,
I
let's
think
go
we've
meet
got
the
a
Sultan.
prior engagement that we're supposed to be at, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Brashear, real quick.
Okay, there we go.
Was the Sultan cool with my family, or what? Like, what's the Sultan like?
Imon, I've dealt with him a handful of times. He understands... He's very preoccupied with his own region. He wants the money to flow. He's doing very well at it. He's making sure that the Gold Coast is all of the what's the word I'm looking for? The tourist attractions along the coast are doing well. The industries are working. I worry that he misses the common man in his interests. They seem to fall through his cracks. But he actually takes a moment and looks over to Tony. He doesn't really listen to women, and I hate to say that.
Tragic.
Sorry, in the back of my head, I wanted to say a really robot thing and be like, "You're all just meatbags anyway."
As we hear Bender, just like, whatever.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
Well, I guess we should go introduce ourselves.
Actually, yes. I will tell you this much, and I won't go intrude because I think my presence might be influential, and
Who wants that?
I don't want to change what you guys might have going, let's be honest. You were victors in the Chalice, and he loves those as a group. So listen to what he has to say. I know you have a target, so he may have something he wants you to do, but you don't necessarily have to do it.
Like, do we tell him that, or do we just agree to do it and not do it?
I've sat in on a couple of these dinners before. I've been awarded at least one. That's a story for another time. You don't have to do it, but for those that do a good deed for him, his what's the word I'm looking for? His ability to give you support in return, owing you a favor. That's what I was looking for. If he owes you a favor, that is very powerful here in the Gold Coast and across the kingdom at large. So there's something to think about, but I know you guys have a specific target, and I understand that. It's still a good idea to go talk to him and at least show face and earn your stripes.
Back into the Gold Coast.
Yeah, let's
Another
go.
day.
Let's go. Is everyone ready? Has everyone finished cleaning the blood off themselves and cleaning their weapons?
Oh, Flint's gonna be doing that for the next 3 days, man.
Okay.
unless he just like jumps in a washing machine.
Let's go
Tell
then.
me, man.
Invisible blood.
I've got prestidigitation. I can get everybody cleaned up.
Let's go. And we go to meet the Sultan. Dun.
As you guys leave, he grabs your arm, like at the forearm. William, it is very, very good to have met you where you are now. I am so sorry about your father.
And I then like grab onto his arm and I look at him and I say, Bashir, thank you for giving me back a part of him. And I kind of look towards my sword.
You wield it well. Now wield it better.
I will. And then
And you all head off to a party.
Yep. Now I'd like to speak to Lucky real quick. Just like between, and I don't care if the other guys here, I don't like they're listening or whatever, but I want to specifically like talk to Lucky. And I say to Lucky, so Lucky, I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
What?
You went all quiet. He said, "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of how to phrase it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good talk.
I mean, okay.
Pat him on the arm and walk off.
Very riveting conversation.
I guess. Never mind. You know what, Lucky?
What is it?
No, I need to think for a moment.
No problem.
Thank you.
Can we see the hamster running around inside his head?
Yep.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Smoke.
Oh,
So
man,
real quick,
you missed it. You missed it, Brandon. You should have done the cricket thing at that point when he wasn't talking.
This is direct to you, Brandon. So whenever
Calling me out.
whenever I transform Red Dawn into Primal Sun,
Mhm.
it says 1 charge to transform it.
Yes.
So that's out of the 4.
Yes.
Okay.
So you only have 4.
So
And-
did I technically just use this charge to transform it the first time?
No, that was free. That was part of the.
It's like a drug dealer. First hit's free.
Got it.
That was feeling through, and actually, I have a specific effect if you ever activate that I can drop on you. I didn't know how to add it to the spell that is in the details on your sword, but so the deal is.
Whenever I try to hit that spell, it says unable to create window with data source.
I see that all the time. I'm sorry. I don't know
I mean,
what
I
that
have the
means.
module loaded. So is this going to be okay? Out of character stuff, are you going to like wait to reveal shit as the opportunity is like presents itself, or are you going to we can get to know what it is?
Oh my god!
What are you
Like players? Do the players get to know what you got, or are you going to wait and like, oh no, I'm going to spring this on y'all later?
That's on him.
That's what I'm
you
asking
guys
now.
are out of the room, so.
I don't say anything about the sword yet because
Why would
when
you?
when Brashir like had me like use it, he was trying to like explain to me about like the power, and because I don't really understand it all that much, and because he's given me a warning about not letting its power control me. I kind of feel at this point less people who know about it, the less chance of me accidentally like tapping into power.
All right, but this is Bradley asking Nick.
Yeah, this is Bradley asking Nick. So
Yeah, are you
What am
going
I-
to tell us what it does, or are you going to wait and surprise us as it presents itself?
oh, okay. You know what? I'll wait and surprise you. I think that might be a little cooler.
Cool.
I prefer surprise.
Oh, I think that's cooler too. But I was like, if you don't care, you're not doing that. And like, okay, well, tell us what all you fucking got. You got something cool? Let's hear it.
I promise you it's cool. Crappiness thing.
I like
there
the
we go.
I like the thing that costs 2 charges. But I'd also like to point out that that puts me into the exhaustion thing if I do that. I assume you did that on purpose.
No, 2 charges does not put you into exhaustion.
Yeah, because
using 1 and then 2 puts you into exhaustion.
But yeah, if I were to transform it, though, I have to.
You don't.
Charge, right?
You don't have to transform it.
Oh.
It's optional.
Oh.
Power levels. I thought about this, sir.
He didn't make it last second.
Oh.
I spent like 3 commutes to work thinking about this. Sir.
Well, I mean that's
right.
that's about what when I think about my DMing stuff.
Yep. All right.
How long is your commute to work? Oh, it's about 5 minutes.
Yeah, give it a lot of thought.
An hour.
Oh God.
Oh, my commute to work is 2 hours. No fucking joke.
You win.
I don't think it's something you want to win.
I don't want to win it either. I'm glad you won.
Man, I feel bad. Who has the shortest commute then?
That would be me. Like I have to take the kids to school, then I
Because
come
he
back
works
home.
from home.
I'm the house dad.
That is the shortest commute.
I get
up
from
and
my
I
bed
walk
and
to my
about
office.
3 foot to my desk and sit down.
So what it takes you like 5 steps?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
No, I mean
Alright.
I do have to take kids to school. That is my job. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Monday
Yeah,
through
I
Friday,
get it.
Normal
You
work.
should
So I got to be
install
at
like
7.
a time. You should install a time clock, like a punch-in machine in your office.
Now, in another 6 years, when the youngest is hit 16 and can drive herself, I will be a completely free man pretty much at that point. Because, like, take your own ass to school and come home and be sleeping in late, staying up late.
Wait, do they go to the same school? Can't the older one drive the younger one?
Well, by the time... No, there's 2... They're at different campuses. The oldest is graduating this year. The middle one goes to a different school because she lives at her dad's house. And then the youngest is, I say, at a different campus.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's my questions asked.
So are
Yep.
we going to the party, or are we calling? Is this the beginning of the
Party
night?
time.
That's
to
up
you
to you
guys.
guys. Do you want to keep
I'm
going?
actually kind of awake.
No, I'm still.
I might sound like I'm dying and I'm living in a hole, but I'm awake.
I say
I'm
it's
ready.
3
Ready
a.m.
for
So,
party.
but I'm still good.
Party time.
All
I have
right.
nowhere to go.
I've been dying to go to this party for fucking 2 weeks. Plus.
I guess I just said I have nowhere to go. I really should have said I have nowhere to be. Like it sounded. That sounded worse than I wanted.
I'm so lonely.
Oh
Please
my!
take me in.
That just sounded
Somebody
so
give me a
sad. I
place
didn't
to
realize it for
be.
like 5 seconds. I'm like, oh no.
AFK sec.
I gotta turn that down. I'm sorry. I just wanted the roar to be loud.
All right. I will also be right back a second.
Sure. Go ahead and take a break, guys. We're gonna head to the palace.
Hey, by the way, like I said, I'm sorry if I've been distracted this session. I'm trying.
No, you're fine, dude. No worries.
Just recently
You've
got
been
back from
present.
the I've got back from the hospital where I was like, I couldn't breathe.
Have you seen the Nisthay map ever?
Nope.
I think I threw it in chat. You want me to do it again since we had a whole bunch of heals happen?
No, I think I have the map now. Yeah, this day.
Does anybody have any good voice changers or modulators that they can use with Discord? Because I kind of want to look for something that's kind of robotic.
Oh, I've got I've been
Can we
using one
find
for
one
a while.
that unfucks my voice?
Voice mod? If you run your mic through voice mod and tell Discord to use that as your input, then you can change
I
as much
kind
as
of
you
found
want.
one, but I was looking for alternatives because I'm not 100% sure I like this one.
That's
That just sounds like you're in an
kind of
echo
stronger.
chamber.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not really sure I like this one.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, I might as well just get a voice changer on
I was
so I don't
looking
sound
for
like I'm
something-
fucking sucking cock or something.
I was looking for something a little less intense than that one. Has anybody here played Destiny or Destiny 2?
Yes.
You know Cade 6?
Yep.
That's who I want to sound like. I want to sound like Cade 6.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
Because that's like
That
the
makes
perfect amount of robot
Yes.
to voice ratio.
Yes. I hope that you somehow find Decade 6 and you sound exactly like it. 'Cause I want Cade.
He really is like the best kind of like robot voice for this.
He is.
I love that you picked like that race whenever I was playing like my character. That's kind of funny. My super construct focused character. It's funny, I actually have ability later that fucks over constructs, but obviously we'll never have to use it against you.
Or will you?
Yeah, you weren't here
Testing.
last session.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
I have an ability where I basically just fucking later at 14th level I could basically contest a construct and just gain control of it.
You hear me
Nasty.
now?
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a robot voice.
That sounds very robotic.
Don't
Assimilate.
Yeah, it's almost too robotic, really.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm back to my normal.
Oh, we didn't notice.
Yeah.
Why do you hurt me so much?
Because it's great.
We just don't really care that much.
Oh, there we go.
There we
A
go.
little bit better.
A fellow robot killed the humans.
I love this tool. I paid like $15 for it once, and it's for life, and it's amazing because you get to tool your own voice mods.
I need to play with that more. I'm glad I picked it up when it was on sale.
It's really cool, isn't it? Like they have a lot of interesting, like pre-packaged mod, or not? What's the word I'm looking for? It's like different ways to
Presets.
modulate the voice.
I say it's a good range of presets, but then allowing you to adjust them.
Mhm.
The only thing that annoys me about it is the ones that are labeled differently, and the only thing it is they've got the like ambient sounds are the only thing added.
Mm-hmm.
As you've got ambient sounds turned off and you're testing them, you don't hear a difference because there's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
love
have,
models.
really have to
It's
turn it
me,
back to yourself
God.
to. Oh my God! It's God.
Blue, God.
Hey God, it's a robot. Why did you hate me so much?
Oh shit, artificial life. I gotta go.
No, God, save us.
New AI, who dis?
Hey Internet, this is still D&D, I promise.
I think everybody else has fallen off other than us.
Are we waiting for Garrett?
He fell asleep.
He ran away and then crashed in the hallway. It's too late for him. 3 a.m.
At least we're at a spot that if we do have to stop is like actually a good stopping point.
Yeah, no, it's fair. If he doesn't show back up, we'll just hit the Sultan's Palace next time.
I thought he said he was going to be our beat.
That's what he said, but, you know,
Maybe we
life.
had to go see a man about a dog.
Maybe he had to go see a
Well,
man.
I mean, to be fair, it probably is best we stop because he's right. This is a good stopping point.
Are you about to die?
No, but
It's okay.
Like
If
story
you have to die, you
wise,
can die
we're
now.
at a good spot.
I feel bad. It was all about Nick.
That's perfectly acceptable. That has to happen occasionally. You know that, right? None of
Oh
us
yeah, that's no
blame
big
you.
deal. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, we were enjoying just listening.
I'll leave it up to y'all. If he doesn't come back, then we don't have to go to the palace. If he does, we can push on.
I mean, I think it's fair to just.
Yeah, it's not
Fall
gonna
asleep
hurt.
at
So
3 a.m.?
It's on a good downbeat. Say it's already past 3 a.m. We may be MIA.
We won't get much of the palace done. That's the big issue.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
Alright. We
So
can
we
call
have-
it here.
Cool, and then we'll call it.
Wait.
Thanks everybody who was watching and helped out, and we busted over 50 followers tonight and hit affiliate.
Wow!
We have 50.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Internet.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, my
Wow,
DMing
I
sucks.
will. 1 second. Hopefully, I won't be dying as much next time.
Actually, what's funny is as when you logged in and like followed, you were like number 50. Now we got like 3. Now we're up to 53 though. So that's awesome. Everybody's
Nice
tuning in
job.
to hear Brandon DM.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. I'll do better.
Hey, you do awesome, dude.
I'm loving it.
Oh, I think I was the one mostly ruining it with me hacking up lines.
Add some ambiance. I'll kill the streamer. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes, thank